Hey, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about me walking you through getting your notary. And when I say walking you through it, I mean where you go at online, where you print out your certificate, the questions, not one by one with the questions, but what do you do next, printing it out, finding your bonding, the whole 9 yards. So from the beginning to the end, by the time you finish, you will be ready to send in your application to get your notary commission. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to do this in a couple of different parts. The first part, we're going to do just getting started. So you're going to go to whatever your search engine is, which I'm using Google, but if it's Bing or if it's Safari or whatever it is, you're going to type in how to be a notary in your state. I'm in Florida, so it's Florida. So you're not going to click on the very first thing you see or the second thing because these are sponsored. People pay to get that on there. So then you'll come here where you see your governor's name and you'll click there. And you're going to come down. That's your bond agencies. So right here where you see notaries, state of Florida education, click there. Now this is the official page. This is what you're looking for. You're going to go to the next page. This is giving you all the instructions, letting you know that every section is going to be 23 minutes long. It's going to be 3 hours, no matter how you do it. You're going to print your certificate, and that will get us to our next part when you print the certificate. But as of right now, we're going to click Start Assessment. Usually it doesn't start for me. Let's see. Nope. So then we're going to go ahead and you see where it says, if it doesn't open, click here. That's what we're going to do. So here, this is already saved, but you're going to click Create Account. And you're going to fill all of this information out. And then you're going to select Submit. Now, this is our first part, okay? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get to the second part. Okay, now you see where to go to get started. Let's move on to the next part. Okay, so now that for the first part, you've already went online, you've searched it, you found out where to go at. Once you put in your username and your password, then you'll come here. So then you'll start actually doing the assessment itself. So this isn't the first part of the assessment. This is a little further down because this one was already in progress, but not finished. So anyway, you would basically read all of the given information because the questions are in this paragraph, right? Or in these paragraphs. And it'll tell you how much time you have in that. So even if you're done, if it's not at least 23 minutes, you can't go to the next one. And so here, the questions have already been answered. And once you get the questions answered, then you're going to click Submit. And then you're going to go to the next section. And you see this? At least 23 minutes in order to go to the next section. So you see I tried to go to the next section. It has not been 23 minutes yet. So we have to wait. So you see the section time? This is how much time we've been in this section. 8 minutes, right? So we're going to have to wait until 23 to go to the next section. So it's basically the same thing. You're going to keep doing that over and over and over until you complete it. Once you complete it, then you're going to print out that certificate. And then we're going to go to the next section and I'm going to show you what you're going to do with that certificate that you print out. Okay? Okay, so now that you finished your 3-hour test, right? Let's go ahead and get to the next part. Let me show you what you do next. Alrighty, so if you go ahead and look here, this is the last part of it. So once you finish everything, this will be your last section, and it'll be for electronic notarization. And this is just information about electronic notarization and being a notary. So ultimately, there's no questions for the last part. Let's see. You come down and you select finish assessment. And then you see here, you click agree. And now you are ready to print this out, right? You go ahead, print it out. That's all you had to do. You print that out. And then I'll take you to your next step. So okay, so now that we have printed out that certification, right? Now what do? Come on, let me show you. We almost there. Okay, so now that we have completed the actual class for 3 hours, we printed out the certificate. Now we need to find the actual place we're going to send it to in order to get it mailed off to get the commission, right? So remember in the beginning we did how to become a notary and we came here, but we started there. Well, now we're back on that same page and you're going to click on approved bonding agencies, right? Then you're going to come here and you will select the one you're going to use. So you see all of the different ones. They don't matter. All of them are more expensive than Aaron's. That's why I always use Aaron's. They go as so high as like $150, $180 when it's way cheaper on here. Okay, so you see the different packages. We don't want this one because that one comes with that wood stamp. You're not going to use that wood stamp for anything, okay? It's a waste of money. Believe me, I did it, and that's how I know. So take my word for it. Get the self-inking stamp, and it's $79, right? That's the one we want. Can we click on it? No, let's see. You see where it says notary application and bond? This is the actual application right here. So this is what you're going to fill out, and then you're going to mail it right here. You see where it says please mail application to this? This is the address that's going to go on the envelope. So your name in the little corner, this at the bottom, okay? And within this, you're going to send that certificate that you printed out. You're going to include that with this, and then you're going to include your payment. So that's $79. Let's see. Where is the payment part? Because they actually have a place where you can, here it is. So you can use a credit card, which actually that's how I did it. But you can put your credit card information there and they can use your credit card, or you can use check or money order. For me, it just was easier to do it like that. You would just put your information there. But so anyway, you would come here, you would check whichever box you wanted, right? We're going to want B, so I just clicked on it. So you can do an additional stamp, which honestly, I advise, but you don't have to. Because an additional stamp, $20 here, I mean, you'll need it. You need more than one stamp. So anyway, long story short, the errors in omission, if you want to do it for the 4 years, which I say you should, but you look into it and you decide what you want to do. Because if you make any mistakes within this 4 years, a company will sue this E&O insurance company and not you. So if you did like the $26 one, you would have $10,000. If you did $75, you would have $30,000. You get what I'm saying? So you decide which one you want to do. It's up to you. But you would sign and date. And here, this is all the other extra stuff that you can purchase if you want. But none of that is necessary, to be honest. You don't need an embosser. You don't need a thumb pad, a ink pad or anything. Like, that's crazy. You don't need that. Anyway, so you figure out how you're going to pay. And then you're going to fill that out. And this right here, this is the actual instructions. So this is going to tell you line by line how to fill this out. So there is no guessing. Do you understand? No guessing at all. So you read this and you figure out how to fill this out. This is the commission application. So you would put the last name, first name, middle. However you put this on here needs to match what is on that certification, the certificate that you did earlier. It needs to match it. So if you put your first, middle, and last name on that, you need to put your first, middle, and last name here. And then you're going to go ahead and put your address here, place of employment, all of your information, okay? You're going to be very truthful and you're going to answer everything. You're going to come here, the applicant's name. You're going to sign. You're going to date. And that'll be it. So once you complete everything, you see right here on my laptop, I can print everything out after I've completed it all. So you ultimately can do everything on the computer, print it out with all the information on it, and you can just basically sign it. And you're going to mail it. There's no other way. You have to mail it. You're going to mail it to the address given, which is right here. And if you have any questions, you can always call them. It took a long time, so I actually called them like, hey, where's my stuff? But usually you put the right email address on here and you'll get an email once you get approved from the state. And then about a week later, you'll get the actual commission in the mail with your stamp, okay? So once again, that is the entire thing. So once you print this out, you mail this with your certificate. Don't forget that. And your payment information or your money order. And you mail it off. And this is, once again, the address, okay? Alrighty, you guys got this. Alrighty, I want to thank you guys for coming by my channel and going step by step with me, getting your notary commission, getting it sent off. Alrighty, it usually takes they say 30 days, but it don't take that long. Maybe about 2, maybe 3 weeks. You should be getting a response in your email, and then you'll get your commission mailed to you in the mail. Errands sometimes a little bit slow, but they're the cheapest. So I just always go with errands. Anyway, thank you so much. If you got any value out of this, please subscribe, like, comment. And if you have any suggestions as to other videos you want to see, let me know. Happy signing.